Let me plug you into my beans recipe, and I know you will love making beans this way if you try it for the first time. Now, I parboiled these beans overnight, and the next morning I added water into the beans, cover and allow it to cook again. I believe you've been seeing this kind of fish in the market. All I do with this fish is to make beans. Now you're going to remove the head and the bones in between the fish. Clean them properly and then set them aside for later use. You can also decide to use dried mackerel fish or the fresh mackerel fish. Anyone is okay according to your pocket. You can also decide to use just crayfish, but enough crayfish. Now the beans is still on fire. That's because I want it very, very tender, very soft. That's how I love to eat my beans. Now into the mortar, I introduce a bit of pepper. Please don't over pepper your beans, otherwise it will purge you. Add a little pepper. Now you remember this fish I was cleaning earlier. I'm going to wash it and introduce it into the pepper as well. Now, if you complain that beans gives you heartburn, right? I would love for you to introduce a bit of scent leaf into this mixture, pound everything together. You will not notice that heartburn again. Now, as you're pounding everything together, the goal is not to pound it, very smooth. You're just going to hit on those things. That was why I started with the pepper first. Now you're going to introduce a bit of onions. Onions adds a kind of sweetness into any food that you're making, and that's why I'm pounding it. And this is the texture I'll be going for, as you can see. Right after pounding, I will set it aside for later use. If you have any clarification concerning the ingredients I put together in that mortar, please put it in the comment section. I will come back for it. Yeah, the beans is totally soft. I will remove and set it aside. Then into a pan, I introduce palm oil. Enough palm oil, and then I introduce onions. I will stir properly for the onions to be a bit fragrant, right? I will then introduce curry powder. Allow the curry powder fry into that palm oil for 1 minute. You then reintroduce our pepper mixture, which is the combination of pepper, onions, crayfish, and then those little fishes I showed you earlier. You will let it fry into this oil for 2 to 3 minutes. If this is the first time you're seeing this channel, welcome. This is 426 Kitchen. I appreciate you stopping by today. If you love what we do here, kindly subscribe, turn on your bell notification so you'll be notified each time we upload a new video. Thank you. Now into this palm oil sauce, I introduce all-purpose spice. I then introduce crushed seasoning. Now you can use any other spice of your choice, but don't over spice this sauce. It's ready here. I will reintroduce it into the boiling beans, and I will stir together to combine. If you watched closely, you will notice that I never added salt up until this time. The reason is because I wanted those spices to boil so I can get the taste before I will introduce salt. So here I introduce a little bit of salt. One thing you wouldn't want in your beans is over salting and over peppering your beans. Look, you will not like the outcome at all. All right, I don't like thick beans. I always will give it enough water to loosen it up so it will be kind of creamy. I call it creamy beans, and you will love it. When the beans cools down, it will thicken up. Oh my god, you will love it. And here I stirred properly to combine, and the beans is almost ready. After stirring, you will let it cook for 2 to 3 minutes. My best beans species is butter or honey beans. You can decide to use any beans of your choice. And this is the outcome of the beans. Very soft and delicious. Will you be trying it? Thank you for watching. Until I meet you in my next video, do have a pleasant day.